Oh man, that demonic officer has pretty much taken over my life. I've got an invitation to go to Alabama and get into power sports with my friend, and hell, he's even offering me access to all the drugs and anything else I want at a, probably almost a handout or, real cheap. And again, 10, 15 years ago, that might have been kind of cool. Which is fucked up because, again, if they'd just been like, look, you need benzodiazepine to treat your situation. Not going to get you high. Don't feel bad about it. It's just the way it is. No, you're fucking crazy for needing a Xanax, and you're a horrible human for needing it. But marijuana, it's just illegal. There ain't really nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with marijuana as a plant. But for me to have had to have depended on it as a coping method just simply because of misdiagnosis, and even when I got diagnosed, the diagnosis started going in the right direction, just the paranoia of prescribing that medication just... Alright, well, fuck that shit. We're talking about this police officer, because that's really... Because, see, I wouldn't need that electrically assisted bicycle. And I say need. Not want. Need. Require. That electrically assisted bicycle to have any kind of decent worth of functioning on this planet. Really. Especially now that I've had it this long. And I don't want anything less. And I don't deserve anything less. And I wouldn't need it, though, if I wasn't abused as a child. I wouldn't need it if those fucking doctors would just fucking stop the fucking stigma and just give me fucking access to the medication. I wouldn't need this fucking shit if the police didn't have the authority to fuck me royally to the point of murder for trying to get some of those pills that those doctors are denying me. And it's the judge's fault for never, ever being on my side, no matter how innocent I've been, no matter how much evidence I've had, and no matter how much non-evidence the others, or lack of evidence the others had. No matter what, the judge is always sided on the officers or those fake fucking witnesses. Never on the side of reality, never on the side of cameras, never on the side of humanity, never on the side of reality. Jim Ward is my I have two primary targets. Shi Jun Pan and Jim Ward. And now that police officer. And the departments that hire him. I'll never get to that point. So right now it's just personal between me and that demonic officer. He's the one who's fucked me at this point because I was able to get over what the judge had done to me up to this point. I've been able to get over what the police have done to me up to this point. I've been able to get over what those child abusers did to me when I was a child. I've been able to handle all of that and even get along with a pleasant outlook on life until this fucking shit with the electric bike. And that demonic officer. Now I'm obsessed again. But instead of being obsessed with trying to solve my seizures, I'm obsessed with avoiding suicide or getting killed in public protesting this abuse of an abused victim by a police officer and the judge and that goddamn Dr. Pan, that Chinese motherfucking doctor. I'm literally fucking ready to go to the goddamn mental hospital because I want to hurt them so bad it's hurting me. Because I know I'm not allowed to do it. And I know I'm gonna fucking hate myself inside if I ever do ever physically harm another human. I really am incapable of violence. Of physical violence. I'm all kinds of mental, emotional, verbal, intellectual, intelligent, violence. But not violence with my body. Never. But I got 2 false battery charges. Fucking Judge Ward. Oops, my bad. Oh, man, I can't wait till I find a good lawyer, or I just fucking live long enough to be my own lawyer. Fuck this judge and that officer, that goddamn doctor, and the fucking hospitals, and the fucking emergency room doctors and nurse practitioners that keep giving me psychotropics when all I need is an anxiety. And I'm so full of hate! And I hate it! And the only way out is justice or suicide. And I've been dealing with that judge long enough to know justice don't exist unless you make it. Make it motherfucking exist! Goddamn fucking judge, I'm gonna kill you! Not really. Like I said, not violently with my physics. I'm gonna kill you in court, Judge Ward. One day! One day, I'll have this anxiety disorder correctly medicated. One day, I'll be able to bring all these camera evidence of these people doing this stuff in the front yard, and then this officer arresting me for not letting him in without a warrant, and then that false battery charge with the camera evidence and everything. If I don't just commit suicide first. Or end up in a mental hospital for the rest of my life. Or prison. So I just simply couldn't stay off that electric bike. Then I'm not going to Alabama now. Nope. I'm not going to go out go to power sports and have fun and hang out with my buddy and be a friend and get to know people and be social and party. It's about time I get the party, right? I'm fucking 39 years old, been a victim my whole life. Isn't it about time I get to fucking have that celebration? Nope. I got another job to do. I gotta go to that fucking court. I gotta fucking point this demonic fucking shit out to everybody. And then I gotta fucking stand in front of that courthouse and in front of fucking town hall, in front of the police department, and everywhere else I can think with a goddamn fucking loudspeaker and a fucking, maybe I gotta fucking get me a big LED display on my chest with, with a fucking message on it and just fucking, and sit there with a 200-pound bicycle just pedaling at 2 miles an hour down the street with a digital sign on my back saying police brutality against victims or something like that, and just do that all day, every day at 2 miles an hour, and then when they take the bike from me, again, and then they put me in jail or something when I get out, another protest, first moment, resistance, suicide. But I really don't want to go to hell. See, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to send me to hell. That's why that officer is demonic. Especially after I admitted to him that I was suicidal. When I said I was a child abuse victim, and you're increasing the chance of my suicidality, that officer should have been like, all right, calm down. Let me get a crisis intervention trained officer, and you're likely going to the mental hospital, buddy. I'd have been like, good, I need to go. Nope, that officer left me dehydrated, desperate, terrified, in a panic attack, suicidal, on the side of the road, helpless, to get 7 miles in the Florida heat when I'm not in any kind of shape to be doing that. He wanted me to commit suicide. He might get what he wants, but I'll make sure that everybody knows that I did it because he wanted me to do it. Hey, it might just be worth putting on YouTube. That would be an awesome YouTube video. All this being a victim for real. All this humanity flowing out of me, and commitment to nonviolence and commitment to taking a moment before I react to anything for the most part. Even though that's the exact opposite of my nature. So I've been fighting my fucking nature my entire existence, that I learned the difference between good and evil. Not that I want to do evil. That's not it. Because that's a conscious spiritual thing. The subconscious part of me. The part of me that was fucked up as a child, witnessing all this shit and having my fucking, fucking shit fucking hanging out my front because I got fucked in the back too much. Sexuality? Yeah. Up here I've got some sexuality because of my dad and my mom that adopted me. Straightened a lot of that out. But down here, I've got a fucking 7.25-inch penis when it erect, but good luck getting it erect. There's no sensitivity down there because of all that fucking nerve damage and shit. And of course, what good is it for except having children? And I ain't in no condition to have children, even though I would desperately love to be able to raise children. Can't do none of this. I gotta go fucking back out there and do some more fucking work and deal with his fucking constant struggle with suicidality and his constant fucking anxiety and hate and fear and torture and everything else that I've had to deal with since childhood. Got a break from it when I got adopted up until, again, got in trouble. I went to go get some marijuana after trying it, and when I realized the price and the risk, my social anxiety just, that was the start of that. It got so bad I was having those seizures. Dr. Pan, instead of being like, oh shoot, he's got a panic anxiety disorder and some ADHD, not epilepsy. Nope. He's like, motherfucker's crazy. He's not really having seizures, because if he was, the medication would work. No, they're psychogenic, motherfucking Chinese doctor. Again, I don't know that he doesn't know that. And when he told me suicide was the right option, he told me that knowing that was the most likely thing I was going to do. And he was right. That was the most likely thing I was going to do. But I'm a man against all odds, aren't I? Apparently. I just want my vacation now. I just want to go to a fucking doctor once in a while, get checked up, go to the fucking store, buy some fucking pills, some food, pay my bills, ride my electric bike back home, sit until I get bored, go ride into town, go to church, or hang out with some friends, or volunteer. Shit, I enjoy volunteering. I'm not kidding. I actually chip in to help the homeless and needy. And like I said, you see some of my videos, I hang out with the homeless more often than not, because it's kind of like I can relate with them. I can understand their struggle, and I've been through it. You see me, I've lived in a tent for a little while here and there. And again, that was just emotional disorders because of the severe non-stop anxiety and the seizures it produces and my insomnia. Can you imagine not only being tired but wired? Every minute feels like 10 minutes sometimes. And then instead of, well, at least most people are only awake 18 hours a day. I'm awake more like 20 to 22. Or, yeah, closer to 22 to 23 hours a day. No, I'd say 21, 22 hours a day versus a normal person's, 18 or so. So that means I've got an extra 3 hours every 24 hours, which means, let's see, 7 and 3 is 21. That's another 21. That's almost another day of already ADHD anxiety. So that 23 extra hours or 21 extra hours feels like, 10 times that. That's a lot of time you'd think to get a lot of things done. But with this executive functioning disorder, no, I absorb a lot of information. In fact, I would say I'm dependent on it because it helps keep me from getting stuck in my own mind, and it does allow a distraction from this obsession with justice.